place to catch our breath. So, you two, should we kick things off with a pre-battle briefing? Or would you rather get those burning questions off your chests?
Before we begin, I have a question. From the day we met, your identity has changed constantly. President of Robobocom, an employee at Perlux, a deadline-dodging comic artist. And now, you're the IPC's lotto goddess? So, Miss Nihilux, who are you, really?
Before I answer that, I need to ask you two one thing. You're willing to trust me?
Well, you seem like a good person, I guess. But if you don't give us some straight answers, he and I are gonna have a hard time trusting someone who's always keeping secrets.
The nice guy card. March, that's the highest praise I've ever received. It's fine. A trusting heart is magic. Since you're willing to trust me, I'll stop hiding things from you. I do juggle quite a few identities, and I'll admit, I don't exactly look like the most reliable person. But every single version of me is 100% genuine. I'm just glad these identities have allowed me to help my friends out when they're in a pinch. Little Raccoon, there's, something I need to get off my chest.
Boss! Evil boss. Mr. Sunday tipped us off that there's some explosive news to cover, so we came without a moment's delay.
Explosive news?
No, it's nothing. Let's save my story for later. Once I start talking, I'll just ramble on, and we don't have that kind of time. Let's focus on the life or death situation in Plain Arcadia first.
Sunday and I have an idea on how to get an audience with Arita.
So, you want to blow the Plain Arcadia Husk crisis wide open, using public outcry to corner the pro-weaponization faction. Even in my wildest dreams, I never imagined for Bobo Weekly would one day expand into interstellar reporting. So what are we waiting for? Let's drop this bombshell on every reader in Astropolis right now!
This is the exclusive of all exclusives! The bombshell of all bombshells!
Beep boop! Are we really gonna publish something like, IPC higher-ups want to turn a planet into a weapon? What if Furbos get stuffed into a courier box tomorrow and tossed into a black hole?
Listen up, little dummies! If we don't hurry and get this massive scoop out, our newsroom in Plain Arcadia is gonna get eaten by monsters and dumped into a black hole anyway. Remember the journalism principles I taught you? Don't write the news like some bone-dry fact-finding report. The headline has to be sensational and intimately connected to our readers' everyday lives.
Shocking! Secret meeting of IPC execs. Save the planet or turn it into the ultimate weapon. Like this?
Exactly. But the point isn't to expose the conspiracy. It's to shove the danger right in our readers' faces. They need to know that after Plain Arcadia falls, the world they live in will face the exact same threat.
Subtitle: Exclusive Insider Report. Astral Express tells all. A greater shadow looms over Astropolis. I got it! We can also add a poll question to the article like, do you support in-canvas rescue or weapon modification? Maximum interactivity!
Nice. Aside from our little Furbos over-the-top clickbaity articles, We'll also need you to step in front of the camera for a few shots to boost the story's credibility. We'll aim to infect every social and news platform in Astropolis in record time with this news, just like the anti-organic equation did.
Leave it to us, Furbos!
For the freedom of press!
And to keep our home from turning into a giant firecracker!
The news is out! The Furbos blew their entire marketing budget buying up prime ad space and sponsored trends across all platforms. Now, all we have to do is wait for it to gain traction.
We only have 3 system hours left. If we fail to make it before then...
All right, my friends, let's not stare anxiously at the clock. This is the home of interastral peace entertainment, after all. 1 system hour is more than enough for a message to burn from a tiny spark into a raging wildfire.
Given the endless roadblocks we've faced so far, I'm having a hard time relaxing. Do you think the IPC's PR risk department will immediately take action and silence us?
Miss March, please don't say another word, because I think you just jinxed us!
Huh? That fast? Beep boop! Aberrant data detected! The initial click and share metrics across all major platforms are skyrocketing! But none of the related discussion topics made it onto the trending list! It's like hitting an invisible wall! The IPC is definitely pulling the strings!
What? Giving into despair already? Did you forget? Astropolis is home to more than just IPC employees, and not every employee is a puppet dancing on the IPC strings. Algorithms and push notifications are crucial, sure, but when everybody's safety and the safety of the entire universe is at stake, it's not just the algorithms alone that determine how the news spreads. At the end of the day, the ultimate medium through which information spreads is still people. Terrified whispers, burning curiosity, the desire for the truth. These will all run rampant in break rooms, cafeterias, and on commuter trains, all through the oldest and most effective method there is, word of mouth. The IPC can bury trending searches and throttle notifications, but they can't wipe every private message, nor can they stop people from wondering what if in the back of their minds. All we have to do is make sure this first spark is bright and true. And the little Furbos have already nailed that part.
So, what do we do next?
That is a question the IPC itself must answer. The fire has been lit. Putting it out is their problem. I guess the most dignified and foolproof approach would be to come straight to the source of the information and propose a partnership. See? What did I tell you?
Esteemed trailblazer, Miss March 7th. Hello there, it's me, your old pal Albert. The higher-ups have seen the bombshell news you just dropped. Well, they're taking it seriously, of course. Extremely seriously. So, they've decided to set up a special last-minute interview session just for you at the Panorama Hall inside Lodestar Tower. They want to hear all about the situation in Plain Arcadia firsthand, along with your demands. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity! IPC higher-ups and even business reps from other star systems will all be there. You'll get to speak directly to the most influential audience around. Yours truly is also all set to conduct an exclusive interview with you afterwards. You will, Joe, right?
No time to waste. I need to move, now.
Good luck.
Please, reconsider.
The panorama hall should be around here somewhere. Can I really so many screens.
Welcome, Trailblazer.
The feng shui here is pretty good. I've made a note of it.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Yannick, assistant to the International Peace Corporation's Board of Directors and one of the hosts of the Pan-Cosmic Trade Summit. The news you posted on your personal media account has caused a massive uproar across all of Astropolis. I've been commissioned by the board to arrange a special discussion panel. I'd like to invite you to speak your mind without reserve. A few IPC executives, along with trade ambassadors who traveled here from other star systems. Every single one of them, sir. I represent their collective will.
I have to speak to all these people at once?
There's no need to be nervous. Most of them are only here to listen. Everyone's closely following developments in Plain Arcadia and the Veracity Husk. Your testimony will help them understand, and it will factor into any potential re-evaluation of the board's position. If you are ready, please, follow me to the central platform.
Please try to capture people's attention and make the most of it.
Today's meeting agenda is...
No.
Everyone, please quiet down. A messenger from Plain Arcadia, nameless of the Astral Express, is here. At present, aside from Zazad and Diamond, who are absent due to scheduling conflicts and other unforeseen circumstances, the heads of all 7 IPC departments have remotely connected to the Pan-Cosmic Trade Summit venue. According to the pre-meeting briefing, our agenda today is an inquiry and statement of position regarding the Plain Arcadia Husk crisis.
Don't panic. Seize this chance to get your demands across to these IPC executives. I am sure you have all seen the news regarding the situation. I swear on the honor of the Astral Express that everything I say is the truth. I am here to deliver a plea on behalf of everyone still fighting in Plain Arcadia. I seek to invoke the power of the preservation to encanvas Plain Arcadia once more, buying us more time against the Husk's breakthrough. I hope the executives holding voting rights will consider the future of Plain Arcadia, as well as...
Let's start with this. The husk has been sealed within Plain Arcadia for over a millennium. Why did it suddenly spiral out of control?
The Phantom Moon Games held in Plain Arcadia are in fact a ceremony designed by the Eon of Elation to suppress the husk. Unfortunately, despite our best efforts to stop him, Lord Ravager Asat Pramad managed to disrupt the ceremony.
I understand you're anxious, but I think you're being alarmist. You're telling me that in 12 hours, the constellation star zone, where Plain Arcadia is located, will be wiped out? Do you have any...
I am not an expert on Leviathans. My conclusion is based on the calculations of Madame Pearl from the Strategic Investment Department. As the administrator of Plain Arcadia, her conclusion should be reliable.
Unfortunately, neither of you are experts. Let me be clear. The Veracity has been dead for a very, very long time. By your own account, Plain Arcadia is nothing more than one fragment of its corpse. The Technology Department's assessment has concluded that the IPC's cutting-edge technology is more than capable of controlling the activities of these eonic remains. Perhaps as for the people there, they're collateral damage. You can't do business without taking any loss.
Mr. Taravan, what are you saying? If you adopt the Technology Department's proposal, wouldn't you be abandoning Madame Pearl, along with all the survivors? Isn't Plain Arcadia part of the IPC's trade network? What happened to the spirit of preservation the IPC preaches? You've just told every trade ambassador in this room that the IPC's protections and treaties are worthless the moment disaster strikes. Esteemed ambassadors, I ask you, when the next disaster descends upon your worlds, can you
Don't bother with the theatrics. Of course they don't trust me. Nor should they. They're here for business. They're here to sell their manpower, resources, and technology. They're here to trade their planet's blood for sky-high amounts of money. Every world that joins the trade network bears its own risks. The swarm, the anti-organic equation, the Borising. Sure, the IPC provides some support to its allies, but the IPC isn't your spoon-feeding, diaper-changing nanny.
What is Mr. Terrace saying?
That's quite enough, Tarafan. You've made it all the way to Board Director, yet you seem to have more professional discretion back when you were hauling materials for the Building Material Logistics Department. Feeling amused? Oh, you lot are weaponizing the husk is the most effective, technologically sound solution to the crisis right now, bar none. Representative of the Astral Express, you should be well aware that the Strategic Investment Department's proposal has one fatal flaw. And canvassing Plain Arcadia merely hits the pause button on the crisis. It doesn't end it. When the seal completely fails, not even shattering all 10 cornerstones would buy the 10 Stonehearts a single second of breathing room. How do the Strategic Investment Department and the Express plan to respond when that happens?
Alternative plan or no, I have to ask. Is there really zero risk in turning an Eon's fragments into a weapon?
Risk? Of course there's a risk, but it comes down to probability. You don't expect me to explain the technical details right here, do you?
Yes, it comes down to probability. You may think that a chance buried several decimal places deep is effectively zero. But have you ever faced an enemy that can truly manipulate probability? I have. Lord Ravager Asat Pramod. He can make guaranteed hits miss their mark and turn a 1 in a million disaster into an absolute certainty. You think the risks are under control, but against him or another higher being like him, that's nothing. You certainly can turn a blind eye to the odds and hit that weaponized button. But when that probability turns around and devours you, will you be ready?
Fair enough. I've heard all I need to know regarding the Plain Arcadia issue. I support the in-canvas plan, and that's that.
Goodness.
Too bad Zazad and Diamond didn't show up. That was exhilarating.
I'm guessing they already knew how this discussion was going to end.
Congratulations on getting your wish, Mr. Trailblazer. The discussion was quite lengthy. Let's take a break.
We actually convinced Mr. Arita? I thought it'd take a lot more work.
I understand. In certain moments, a matter of life and death can carry the exact same weight as a speck of dust. Until the dust. But the truth is, you've been fighting for the right cause. And you've succeeded in moving it forward. Hey, remember your old friend, Albert? He's been following the summit from start to finish. Perhaps during the break, you could head over to the Keeping Up with Star Rail studio and update the audience on the results of the discussion.
True. I promised Albert I'd record a segment after the summit.
The court of public opinion is a battlefield, and seizing the initiative is crucial. Keeping Up with Star Rail reaches an audience far beyond Astropolis. It broadcasts to the entire cosmos. It's a prime opportunity to make your voice heard and leverage media influence to pressure the IPC's decision-making process. This ring platform we're now standing on branches out in 3 directions, leading to different functional zones within the Lodestar Tower. The Keeping Up with Star Rail studio is right over there. If you'd like to head over, simply operate this rotary dial and the path will open right up for you.
The boss of the Strategic Investment Department is not going to show either.
Surprises sure go.
They might need to be careful about the optics because of Pearl, from what I heard.
Let's have some fun.
Nice teamwork.
No idea who called this meeting, It clashes with Mr. Zazad's schedule.
Before I head out, I should tell March and the others the good news. Better not keep them worrying.
Let's have some fun! Let's have some fun!
Finally. I can take a breather. Next up, Albert's interview. Better not keep him waiting. Here we are. The studio.